This is the foundation inspection. What we're looking for is the condition of the foundation. This is post-tension cable foundation. There's post-tension cable end. You can see it. It's got to be covered up. We cover it with a waterproof water. And again here and here. Yeah. So we've got post-tension cable end showing. That's on the right elevation. Let's go round to elevation down here. We've got a downpipe. It's emptying right next to the grade of the foundation, and that's not good. It should have an extension pipe that takes it out about 6 feet. That's the one good way to protect your foundation, is always to have those in. Now at the left elevation of the property. All the way down the right hand side of the foundation we have post-tension cable ends showing, and they need to cover the This is a grade inspection. What we're looking for is good drainage from the site, and we have got. It slopes away. The water is intended to run away and down towards the rear. It slopes here at the back, so that's good. Let's now look at the left-hand elevation and the front. This is the left-hand elevation. We've got a nice swale running down here. Drainage looks good. Go to the front elevation. And we've got good drainage at the front. All looks very good. It's a roof inspection. You can see here we've got a drain pipe and also a gutter. And it's emptying over the small gable end here, the roof, and it runs down to this gutter here. Now, this is very common. Every house around this area will have gutters very similar to this. It actually isn't a good thing, and you'll see in the report why. What I would like to see is a gutter downpipe fitted that runs down to the gutter below, and that will reduce the wear of the shingles. As it is at the moment, those shingles will wear abnormally compared to the other parts of the house, and it could over time develop a roof leak and roof rot. This is the front attic. We're just looking at the structure. Insulation in place, okay. And overall, structure looks good. Okay. We're in the attic over the garage, looking at the structure. The purlins in place, they stop spread. Good structural element. expansive clays, it shows up in cracks and windows, and they run from the corner of the window up to the roof line, or from the corner of the window down to the foundation. So, if you want to check that your house is stable over the years, you just come out and look, and if you see cracks appearing that weren't there before, call me, and I'll help you understand what's going on. Now this is an expansion gap here, and it opens up and it goes into a window area, and you can see where the window up here, the caulking is failing. It's because it's got a little bit more movement. It's supposed to move. The reason we put the expansion cracks in is to stop the cracks in the brickwork that would appear if we didn't have them. It's a very good thing. So we have a differential displacement crack here. You see it's running down to the foundation here. There's not one above it. If we look at it closely, it's old. It's been there since the house was built because the edges of it are worn. So it's purely cosmetic, nothing to worry about at all. Displacement crack here. Okay, looks okay. Now we're going to look at the right elevation of the property. A little bit of movement here, you can see where the siding is coming away. Recorking will do that. You get settlement in buildings all the time. It's not something to get too concerned about. The type of cracks that we're worried about are big. You know, you can put a screwdriver in them or your finger. That's the time to get worried about it. This is the window inspection. Pretty well all the windows around the house have got failing caulking. That's not surprising. In our hot weather it happens. You can see here you've got big holes opening up in the caulking. What you need to do is go round the building, round every window, and recork it. And that'll seal it. It stops air getting in and out, and stops water getting in. More importantly is water. Water is the destroyer of buildings. This is the door inspection. Two things we're looking at. We're looking at movement. Is there movement in the framework? Nah, it's just settlement. Then we've got seals in place. We have weather seals. Is there any rot around the door? No, it could do with recorking. It goes with the windows, recork. There's the front door. This is the heat exchanger for the upper part of the building. And this is the heat exchanger for the lower. Gas is in place. Isolation valve. Okay. Now the cooling is okay. Pipes there. No water, been running, but we haven't got this one. This is the weather seal. I don't have like chains. Okay, so the yard door's okay. Dog's been chewing at it. And there's the garage door, got weather seal in place. Threshold's in good condition. Rails are okay. All looks good. This fireplace. We've got a gas lighter, it's wood log, and we have a damper up there. And we can close the damper. That's good. Glass is in place. Next thing we need to see is, has it got a combustion vent? Okay, here's the fireplace convention vents. Here. This is the breaker panel, 200 amps. We have a 20 and a 50 amp breaker on the AC, and we should have a ground that's below the meter on the left hand wall of the garage. There we go, this is the grounding bar in place. It's the meter's mounted okay, sealed. It's in pretty good condition. Here's the compressors, and one has a 20 and the other has a 50. This is 20 amp. It's there. And this one calls for a 50 amp. It's correct. We have a 240, 120 supply, 200 amp breaker. Have arc fault detectors on the bedrooms. There's no double tapping. Grounding bar and the neutral bar are bonded, which is correct. This is the GFCI reset for all of the bathrooms. It's in their master. Just click it like that, that resets it. This is the heat exchanger for the upper part of the building, and this is the heat exchanger for the lower. Gas is in place, isolation valve. Okay, now the cooling is okay, pipes there, no water, been running, but we haven't got this one. This is the assessment of the air conditioning's performance. We've got a return here of 72 degrees, and now what we're going to do is measure the registers and see what temperatures we're getting. Switch to minimum. Here's the register. And on the register here we're getting the temperature, minimum temperature of 54. Let's go and look at the other vents. Okay, minimum here of 53. So we're going from 72 to 53. That's 20 degrees, which is good. Now we're going to look at the cooling in the upper floor. It's always a little warmer on the upper floor, but we should be getting cooling nonetheless. Yeah, we have a return here of 76, a little bit warmer, and then we got the vent here, and 62. Yeah, it's 14, 15. This has only just been turned on. What's this one? Minimum 62. That's 14, 15.